Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 308. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Striz. Welcome back, Slack fan. What's good, y'all?
We in the building one more again. And yes, definitely welcome to all the Slackers in the building. I see a lot of people jumping in on the comments already. So we want to thank everybody, as always, each and every week for rocking with us. 308 weeks in a row now of bringing you what was relevant to us, at least in the world of sports. But as we get into this, I want to do a quick check-in. Strizzy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. That's funny. I was telling you before this, I'm not feeling too well. It's weird. I don't feel sick, but I feel like my throat's getting a little scratchy a little bit. But I just drank some orange juice, that helped out a lot, actually. So maybe I just, slept with my mouth open or something. But aside from that, man, everything's going really, really good. What about you?
Oh man, things are going pretty good. Time is going by quick, as we know, and it's been weird. I don't like the humidity. I don't like 115 degrees either. But this last week has been kind of weird because it's been under 100, right around 100, but it's also been kind of cloudy and stuff. So
yeah,
a little weird, but we're getting through. And I just keep looking at the calendar, man. I feel like the days are just flipping by. Almost through July
more
now.
Sundays. Yeah, a couple more Sundays.
A couple more Sundays, and we're going to have some preseason football action. And then, we always know how it goes. But as soon as September football hits, then you got Halloween. This year we got a big thing. We got Luna's birthday coming up in September.
Yeah.
We got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's about to be 2026, y'all. I mean, just strap in.
My boy actually surprised me, man. I'm going to the Cardinals-Panthers game. I think it's week 2.
Oh, nice, dope.
Yeah, so he got me some tickets. He was like, "What are you doing?" I think it's like October 2nd or something like that. It's like the second game of the season or something. And I was like, "Man, I don't know." I was like, "I don't know, dude. October 2nd." He was like, "Cool, we're going to the game." I was like, that's what's up. So yeah, I'm actually headed to the game, for that one. So super excited. Aren't the Cardinals playing Cowboys this year? Is it in Dallas or is it here?
It's in Dallas though.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
But the Cowboys are playing the Panthers again too in Carolina.
That's facts. Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, I know. We might have to pull up. That game's probably not that expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Might have to put some dollars together. See what's in the piggy bank.
Exactly.
Hit the money tree up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to grow it.
So, I got about 2 months to hit a lay, you know what I'm saying? About 2 months to hit a lay.
Exactly.
And we out of here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, super excited about that. So that's coming up too.
That's what's up.
Speaking of football, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta hit up the comments real quick. I want to welcome everybody in. We got Pops in the building. We got Kelly. We've got Unc live from Puerto Rico, and Unc has been sharing some pictures of his vacation with us on the thread, and it looks definitely beautiful out there.
Gorgeous out there.
So glad you're enjoying that, Unc. We got Moms in the building as well. Welcome back, Moms. And we also got Stephanie Washington as well, who she said she's been dealing with a little something coming on. So yeah, definitely take care. But one thing I did want to mention, you might have noticed on the YouTube side, is YouTube did upgrade some features, enhance some features. This is something new going on YouTube, but you might have noticed it when you do the live streams now, it automatically turned it on. We didn't have to turn it on, but it starts ranking you based on your comments and your interaction. So I know we're all competitive here in the Slack family. So you may see on the YouTube live comment section, you might see a ranking there. So the best way to get your ranking up is to hit that like button and hit the comments. Make sure you subscribe. But so, yeah, right now I think we've got Stephanie Washington is in the lead so far. But yeah, so if you see a little score next to your name, that's what's going on right there. So that's a new thing YouTube is doing. So definitely have fun with that. But before we get into our normal routine, we gotta hit the drum roll real quick. We gotta have a special welcome so we can round out the panel with our boy, Mr. Marcus himself, super producer. What's good?
You ain't got to no special drum roll, even though it's been a long time, man.
We
I
miss you,
forgot
man.
how
We
to do
love you.
this.
Yeah. How you
Good to
feeling
be
though?
back. We good, man. Happy to be back on here. I got some time, been busy, a lot of things
Yeah.
going on. So here with my brother's always a good day. So happy see Kelly, Mom, Spouse, Stephanie, and Uncle on here too. I know Aunt will be on here maybe later on, but good to see you guys.
He'll
For
probably
sure.
slide in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's always checking in at the right time. But that's what's up. All right, cool. So let's knock this out. As it is kind of that summer slowdown, we don't have too many topics, but one that I definitely wanted to get y'all's opinion on. I'm gonna jump into NBA first. There's been a few things going on, and I'm gonna pull up these graphics real quick. But starting with NBA, we got Damian Lillard. I wanted to hear what you guys thought about this going back home to Portland, where he should have never left. But 3 years, $42 million, which I think is pretty legit for him considering his injury status,
Mhm.
and him headed back to Portland. Marcus, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about Lillard going back to the Trailblazers?
It's cool. I think you know how it is going back home because he's hurt too, so he's gonna come back like mid-season. So I think that first game him back, it's gonna be very emotional. It's gonna be a vibe in there. It's gonna be dope. But the thing is, they might be in 11th place though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Portland in the West. So it's cool for him to go back home. But I think it would been kind of cool. He was playing the first game, going back home like start of the season. But it's gonna kind of take away from him when he gets, unless they're doing pretty good. They might be being pretty good. But I look at the roster. The roster don't look too good. You got Drew Holiday, so I don't know, but I don't know. It depends. Like I said, I think it would be cool him come back. He went back home, like you said. He shouldn't have never left. I thought he would have got at least got close to a chip. Him going with Giannis. He's like, oh, it's gonna be, but it didn't work out like it's
Right.
supposed to. So, but like I said, overall, I think it's cool. I always like Dame. He was a cool guy. So in his career, but it shows too that nobody really wanted him either with the injury. So it might be the only place he can go to worth the money he was going to get. So, but overall, Dame time. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I feel you. Definitely, like, I think they hooked him up a little bit, being the hometown discount, and kind of wanted to bring him back full circle. But they already were joking about him being like a high-priced assistant coach, at least this first year, because he ain't going to play very much. But Strizzy, I know you've always been a Dame Time fan. What did you think about the move back? Did you expect that? Did you like that?
Definitely didn't expect it, but I loved it. And biggest reason why is because a lot of people don't realize this because they've been so bad since he left. But the Trailblazers actually had one of the best records in the second half of the season last year. And ironically, what was funny about it is Ayton missed like all of those games. You know what I'm saying? And on top of Ayton missing those games, the other center that they had, I'm really drawing a blank on his name. I think Avija is one of them, but there's another guy there. Those two kind of played out of their minds, and they played really well. And coaching wise, I think they just had an outstanding second half of the season, kind of after the All-Star break. So I think Dame could really actually come in when he's ready. Obviously, it's going to be a minute, but I think when he gets in there, I think he'll be able to kind of do what Dame does. Maybe a little bit slower. Obviously, he's coming back from some pretty banged up injuries, things of that nature. But I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is where he came from. This is what the city that kind of he helped bring back to life and kind of help make him the all-star that he is. So I kind of love it. It's one of those like full circle things. And my pop said he chose going home versus trying to win a championship or force a championship. And I talk about it all the time. I love that. You know what I mean? I hate seeing these dudes constantly just trying to move around, hoping
Win
to win
this
a
time?
championship.
Are we saying this time he did it? Because he did it going to Milwaukee.
No. I'm saying like I like him instead of him trying to go to say like the Lakers or trying to go to like
I know, but he did it with the Bucks. So
no, I'm talking about right now. Like he could have.
I don't think it was his choice.
Places.
No, I don't think it was his choice. The injury.
He ain't that banged up.
But no.
But yeah, I think he chose to go back home because I think he knows that's where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like everything for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I like it. Like I think Pops is kind of agreeing with me. As much as the Blazers are approved, they're no threat in the West. Obviously, they're not going to win no championship. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that they are going to be a much better team, and I think they definitely have a spot to kind of stay in that play-in contingent and with a chance to get into the playoffs that way. So I think a team could mess around and underestimate them and they get in. So, but either way, kind of a first round exit. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I like him going back to Portland for sure.
Yeah, I feel you. I do like it. But it also, to me, it is kind of like a reversal. Like he's like, okay, it's kind of like revealing the regret of like maybe I probably shouldn't have left. And Marcus, like you said, it's like he decided to like end that chase because he did kind of go to Milwaukee chasing rings, thinking at least when he first teamed up with Giannis, like, okay, this is what we're about to do. So it is interesting. I want to welcome Grace to the show, though. She said hello, everyone. And
Grace,
and Luna's out there too. She said hello from Luna too. We got some love sent Luna's way from Unk and from Stephanie. Unk asked, will Dame play 20 years? But I can't even like. I'm so bad with this. Like, what is he right now in the league? Like 12, 13?
It has to be like
13, something like that. I think it's probably 12, 13, something like that.
I'm going to say 11.
I'll pick 12.
So I love when we test. 13 seasons.
Damn,
so he was drafted in 2012 for the Trailblazers.
Really?
That's crazy.
13. He ain't doing 20 though. 7 years, nah, brother. He ain't doing 20. It's hard to do that, man. You got to be a healthy person like Bron and Robert Parrish, people like that. You can't just do 20 though. That's not easy.
And even health wise, like you got to be winning too. You know what I'm saying? Like
on a team
is one thing, but you got to be winning too. Like I think if LeBron didn't have no ships and like I don't even know if he would keep going that long. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot out of you mentally. You know what I mean? To just keep losing every year and you hurt.
Mm-hmm.
No YNs ain't taking the old man nowadays, man.
Exactly. Right. It's a different ballgame.
No.
But speaking of longevity, though, that's a perfect segue to our next little reunion to another player going back home, or not necessarily like home, but somewhere that he cut his teeth. Chris Paul rejoining the Clippers for 1 year deal, which will probably be his last year. And then also the Clippers swooped up Bradley Beal after his buyout with the Suns. So they obviously still got some pieces. They got Harden, Chris Paul now coming in the bag. They got the robot Kawhi. I mean, they got
a great team. Brook Lopez. They got Collins. Yeah, they got a nice squad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at the squad, the squad is so nice that Kawhi, he don't play a lot. They gonna still be winning games, man. So I seen that roster. That from I think the whole roster is nice, and I think they'll get along too. So if people sleep on Brook Lopez, that's a big pickup for that team.
Nice, yeah.
So they're gonna spread the ball, and I think James Harden, he won't have to be. I think when he's on a team with multiple good players, I think he plays good. Like with the OKC, he plays great like that. When he was on the Rockets, they had a nice squad with Chris Paul now. They played together before, so I think this might be a team that might fit him because Philly wasn't really like that team for him. Yeah. But the Clippers with all these weapons, I think James Harden is gonna play real good. So
see, yeah, I'm with you, Marcus. Like on the Clippers squad, and I was looking at it too. I'm like, dang, they had a great offseason. Plus, they had a pretty solid year last year. Can put that together, and of course, depending on health, but it's still the Clippers. So I'm like, how are they going to screw this up? Because I still don't like trust them to really like buy into them too much. But at the same time, like this looks like their best squad in a little while.
If they could stay healthy, I see Pop's his comments saying they can't beat the Rockets or OKC. They beat the Rockets. They could beat the Rockets.
Part too, huh?
Nobody's scared of KD over there. He ain't the same KD. He no fear over there. So, but OKC, that's gonna be a hard. Them young guys gonna be trying to do it, but they stay healthy. Experience still helps, but I don't think the Rockets are scary at all, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Rockets still have a ways to go, but we'll see how much KD lifts them because I think they're going to be. I think for the West, they're going to be the most interesting team for me to watch. But of course, as Stephanie said, it's still Lakers all day. We got a little bit of news about them, but what do you think, Strizzy? You think the Clippers, you like what the Clippers did? You think they're getting up there in the West?
I love what they did, but it's like I like it on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the the veteran, like everybody's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was calling them the LA Unks. You know what I'm saying? Like like I do. I said I like on paper you look at them, it's like cool, but it's like it's so difficult to judge CP3's time in San Antonio, right? Because it just number one, Wemby didn't play very much at all. They really went down to tank mode again. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to like to judge his CP3 season off of that, to be like, is he just really slowing down, or was he basically like, nah, they wouldn't let me do nothing because they were tanking? You know what I mean? So if he comes back and he starts hooping, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, then yeah, no, San Antonio is really holding him back because they were trying to lose games. I think Bill has a lot in the tank. I think Bill can do a lot. I just think with Phoenix, nothing worked, right? Nothing worked out. I don't believe Bill's play had anything to do with how he played in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So I think Bill has a lot to do. He's only 32 years old. You could arguably say that's at the the midpoint of his prime if he can stay healthy. You know what I mean? So
with the chip on his shoulder too, like with something to prove.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's really trying to show people like, nah, like what y'all saw in Phoenix is not who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like for them, like all of them, their entire starting five is just very injury prone. So if the injury bug can stay away from the locker room, I think they'll be fine. They could be the 3rd seed. You know what I'm saying? Like easily. So we'll see though.
I like that though, the LA Unks. And the thing is, like you said, as long as they stay healthy, like we know that like veteran, like people that know how to play, like that can beat the athleticism if you know what to do.
Oh yeah,
we've seen it even pulling up at the park, and we're getting to that stage too, where it's like, yeah, you can run around all day, but if you don't know how to play right, you know what I'm saying, like it don't really matter, and you can still get beat down by that wisdom and that experience. So, so I like it. All right, last NBA topic really quickly, and again, since I'm like Stephanie, and since it's Lakers all day, I have to throw this out there. Marcus Smart coming to the Lakers. The Lakers still have some moves to make, I think, but I like this just because he's that type of player that like he can be that dog on defense, since that's kind of what they need. He's that guy that's like one of those like little glue pieces in a championship kind of thing. So I like Marcus Smart to the Lakers, but I wanted to know what y'all think and where will that help them?
They top 3 with that pick. People don't realize how Marcus Smart is gonna play well, and then LeBron gonna make you better. So he never played with a player like LeBron James, and he always did good. And then he also got some little regret from losing that championship. So I think he's gonna play even harder to try to get that chip. So he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. And I think he bring that toughness that they don't have on that team. I think he's gonna bring that roughness, and I think they don't feed off of him a little bit. So I think people don't think that's a good pickup, but I think it's a great pickup. It can win you a championship. So and people don't like Aiden, all that kind of stuff, but you gotta realize LeBron gonna make him so much better. He didn't have nobody to push him yet. So I just feel like those 2 pickups will be good. I put them top 3. They can win this year. It won't surprise me.
Yeah, see, that's kind of like I'm trying not to get too excited about it. And obviously, we talked about some other rosters that are really loaded with some young guys or just with some deep talent. But it's like that's that kind of guy. Like I think Smart is like that mini Ron Artest kind of guy. Like you need somebody a little bit crazy, a little bit scary. That kind of guy you want on your team, but you don't want to play against. And then Luka and LeBron, like I'm like, it doesn't really matter their seeding. If everything is right in the playoffs, like they should be able to lock in and win some series. And maybe if they get on a run, but yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. I feel like Rob Pelinka always waits too long, but he always kind of pulls a rabbit out of the hat. So I like what they did there. But yeah, Strizzy, what are you feeling like Marcus Smart?
I love it. I've always loved Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? I think he's definitely playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder too. Like he didn't really do much of anything in Memphis, right? Like we just didn't really see him play because there was no real fit there. They had too many guards, and they got rid of some, and then D Rose got out of there. Like so, it just never really worked out. And then obviously too, like I'd be kind of low key pissed if the year you draft me for a dude and then they win the championship, which is exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? With Drew Holiday. So now he's going on a team where he can actually compete for a title again, and I think he's ready. And like Marcus was saying, like he's one of those dudes that he's pesky, but like he's a really good defender. He's pesky. He's annoying. It does all the things that you don't want your all-stars doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Luka's gonna love that. Luka's gonna be like, go get him. I can chill over here.
Exactly. Exactly. So go in there. Like if he's got 2 fouls in the 5th, he gonna end the game with 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? And the 4th inning, he's gonna end with 5 or 6 fouls, just because that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna be annoying. He's gonna be pesky. He's gonna try to throw you off your game. Like all those things, like I said, you don't want your superstars getting into. He's going to do it. Someone rolls up on your superstar, he's going to be right there first. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be right there first, ready to swing or hold somebody back or, choke somebody out like Draymond did. You know what I mean? But that's the type of player that he is. So And on top of that too, like we're missing the offensive side. He's a 3-and-D guy. He can knock down threes. He can bring the ball up. You know what I mean? You don't need to when you got LeBron and Luka on the team, but he can. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna remind me a little bit. I think what Rondo did for them when won the championship in the bubble. Like that's really what he's gonna remind me of. So and then just the effort side of things, right? The effort side of things, and when you're in the fourth quarter and you're down 6, but it's right, like he's going to be the person hyping everybody up, right? Because like that's never really been Luka. That's also never even really been LeBron. Like it's going to be him. So I think it's a huge pick. I think it's big, and he's still young. He's not old.
Yeah, I like it.
He's not a rookie, but he's
not
old for sure.
Unc said, how much more will LeBron play? I think LeBron's got 2 more years in him.
Same.
I think he plays next year, and then he's going to follow Brycey, depending on what they do.
You got to wait for Bryce to get in there, and then he'll let it up.
Yeah. But 2 more years will still be monumental compared to what he's already done. And this year, I think he will set the record for most seasons played, and I think he's about 45 games away from most games played as well. So at the end of the day, he's going to walk away at the top, or at least in the top 5 of like every statistical category that you can think of. That's still crazy to me. So, and the craziest part is we were alive at the right time. We seen it all. Yep. We seen it all the way from St. Mary's when they're starting the first time playing ESPN, playing high school basketball games and stuff, all the way to now.
I know about it. Yeah. My boy Perk told me about him. AAU ball together. Dude from Ohio. I'm like, man, he ain't you, but boy, was he wrong.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Funny.
All right, let's knock out football real quick, and let me jump to the NFL. TJ Watt getting the big money, and another defensive end gets signed before Micah Parsons. I know I always bring it back to my own teams, but hey, I guess this is what it is. But TJ Watt, he signed 3-year, $123 million extension, $41 million per year, the highest non-paid quarterback. And again, we talk about the numbers just keep going up and up and up. But he's definitely worth it. When you look at between him and Myles Garrett, I mean, and he's he's the right look for it. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna get paid. I mean, I think
I think he's overrated. I'm sorry. I think he's overrated.
I think even you take the look out of it, like he's that good. He is.
Is he though?
Especially when we compare him, like he was the little brother to JJ Watt, but he actually ended up he's having just as good, if he's having a better career than JJ Watt.
He is already.
I know you're not feeling him like that, Marcus, but he was going to get paid too. They were going to take him and top notch.
If they've been consistent at one thing, it's been him since he's been there.
I just feel like his ways that I would say 2 years ago, I just feel like he's injury prone. Like I don't think he's worth that money. I don't think he's gonna last this year. If he can prove me wrong though, we'll see. If he play a full season this year and he wins the sack title or get close to it, then I'll say but I don't see him doing that next 2 years.
Got you. And that's true. This might be one of those that we look back on and they're like, but I feel like the Steelers kind of in a position that they got to do it. They were going to take care of him.
Okay.
They definitely weren't going to let him walk away. Yeah. So my only
was it signed? Was it get him this type of money and he leave?
Well, he was entering his contract year, so this would have been it. So I feel like they were like, let's lock him up, get him that higher echelon, versus like try to risk having him hit free agency next year or something happening to him. So, and with football, it's not all guaranteed. So maybe they'll have some ways to get out of it on the end of it. So
you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just curious though, what is going to happen to Micah Parsons? Is that going to impact his salary? Because every time somebody gets signed, he's like, okay, now I have a new number to go up against. Exactly. Am I going to get that or not? And maybe he's not at that TJ Watt level based on the years of experience, but he's also younger and he has a longer future ahead of him. So
he gotta get that defensive player of the year once though. You can't get money like that when he got defensive player of the year. So True. You've been doing good, but you got to take it to another level this year like that. We let you slide, but this year he has to get to that level. He got to get at least 19, 20 sacks this year. You can't get no 12 and 13. That ain't gonna work. So
see, that's what I was wondering too. Because if you look at it, like 13 sacks, 14. Like, I need you to get towards 20. Like, especially when after his first year, they're like, oh, he might set the record one year and stuff
Lawrence
like
Taylor
that.
and all this. Nah,
Mhm.
brother, you
I'm like,
you
you need
gotta
to
get
get
20.
at least a sack a game, at least 17.
Yeah.
If we're gonna pay you $40 million a year.
And
So,
one game you gotta get 2, so they gotta get 18 at least.
yeah. Well, we'll see. Unc says I'm gonna have my future grandkids play quarterback or DN in the NFL. They can finance my lifestyle in Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, that money can go far down there, Unc. You be good. But it is crazy the DNs, like there is such a specialist because obviously you have to be in great shape and all that stuff. But it's really about the leverage. It's really about that, like you're just fighting in a short space. It's almost like sumo wrestling or like hey, like you just got to do this right here. You just got to get to the guy right there. You just got to beat one, probably two, sometimes two, you know. But
not trying to be an old head, but I hate the guys that were to me were better than him, like the Reggie Whites, the Charles Haley's, the Bruce Smith, people like that. That really was that guy. You know, to me, they played the position right. Like Michael Parsons, really not a DN. They put him at that position. He's quick and fast. But those guys that we grew up watching, that was really, you know what I'm saying, doing that, they didn't get paid like this. So
yeah,
and
I'm sure they're thinking the same thing.
Man,
I'm sure they're thinking the
crazy,
same thing.
well,
They
yeah,
watch these cats get paid, and they're like, "I was better than this dude."
And to your point, like they didn't even record sacks all the way.
Yeah,
you know? Like, and they had to play the run too, and they had to be big and strong. Like they weren't like you're right. They weren't like that specialist that like I'm gonna line up way out here and I'm just gonna be faster than you.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get around.
They ain't playing position right. They're just playing it just to do it, you know. But them guys are going into big guys, big linemen, and all that. But,
and getting sacks like that when they didn't throw the ball as much either. Like
NFL
used to be run first down, run second down, throw on third and long, or run on third and short. Like so now everybody's like wide open. Everybody throws so much more. You get more opportunities to get the quarterback with the kind of passing style of the league. So it's definitely different. Yeah, it's those guys were playing the position right, to your point, Marcus, for sure. Let's see, one other quick thing. We got to say happy trails and congratulations on a great career to Honey Badger. So on the eve of training camp beginning, he decided to retire. And, you know, I get that, like, but it's kind of crazy because he went through the veteran mini camps and he was like fully participating all the way up until today. But he probably just felt like, man,
he knew they don't suck, man. If he was on a better team, I think he would have. I could see him coming. I could see him coming back if the T pick him up. He's trying to get out of New Orleans, dog. He can't do it there, man.
Man, they got New Orleans right now at dead last in the what's it called? Like I was like, cool. So, finally, the Panthers are the bottom.
I don't trust him retiring. I think he's trying to get out of there. It's good. That's a good thing, man. To get out of there and go play somewhere else.
It's like he had that reflection, like he was going to set his alarm, and he was like, "Nah, I can't do it." Like, you know what?
He tried.
It's like he went through all that stuff. He probably got to the field. He was like watching stuff going on. He was looking left and right. And he was like, man, this ain't it, man. Y'all trash as hell and just dipped out. Like, I know it was. He was literally looking at this team, like Marcus Sam was like, this ain't it. Like
he called his agent, like, write a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, prepare me something for my Instagram. It's over with.
Pop saying a little overdue. He's been played in decline. I don't feel that way. I feel in a way he's right, but in a way I think if he's on the Chiefs, he's on the contending team, I think you play better. But when you're on a team like that, you went back home. It's just different. You home, you know, like you've been there for it, like and then you expect it to be different, you know. So I really feel if he went to another team, I think even the Cowboys, he goes somewhere like that. I think he can help that defense out. He's better leadership. You don't have to be the guy. You don't play making big plays when you have to. I think he had a little bit in the tank, but he did decline a little bit. But he has a incredible story. I think when he was at LSU and his first 2 years in Arizona, he was like a crazy, like thug type of guy, but he changed his life around a little bit, became a family guy, became a team leader like that, and he did some great things, man. But overall, I liked him as a player, and I think he still have a little bit in the tank.
When he fell to Arizona because of I can't remember what it was, trouble.
Yeah,
it was something.
Those draft day rumors that they always try to throw.
It was so minuscule, and I was like, when he fell to Arizona, I was like, oh, that's what's up. Like we literally got the best possible player at that at that pick for us, and he was great in Arizona. Like he was
Great, man.
fun,
Great.
fan favorite. Like he was killing it, man. Like I wish he would have stayed with us longer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was hilarious sometimes when, like he said, these little rumors be popping up, and all of a sudden his draft stock drops. You're like, the amount of teams that passed up on him, crazy. It was crazy.
It's actually kind of sad. It's actually kind of despicable what they do. Like, and sometimes I feel like that's teams that want him, so they just be like putting these little whispers and doing this little stuff. And it's crazy how like the timing of certain things. And I'm like, you're gonna drop some unfounded rumors like the day before the biggest day of these kids' lives, and it's gonna impact them potentially forever. You know, like at least it's gonna impact their money for that first 4 years. It's like that's what I don't like about the games that are played. But I definitely think he got caught up in that. But as Unc said, great career and much respect.
Who did he play for? He played for 4 teams or 3 teams? After he left the Cardinals, he didn't go to the Chiefs, did he?
He played for the Texans first for a couple.
The Texans, okay.
And the Chiefs, yeah. So he did play for 4 teams overall, but definitely like never the biggest, fastest, strongest, but he always played hard, always knew where to be.
Yeah, smart guy, had smart IQ. I love how he went out to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl too. Pretty cool.
Got him. Yeah, he handled business for sure.
Did he get a ring with the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Okay. But that year he was talking to him. They lost that year though, right?
Right.
Okay.
That was Mahomes' first time going up against Brady.
Okay.
Or actually, no, maybe that was in the AFC Championship when he was on the Patriots. I don't know. See, that's when we need Ant because he's the historian for the Chiefs. He would have us on.
Especially the Chiefs, yeah.
But we'll get it right. But yeah, I definitely want to say great career to him.
I always liked him, man.
Yeah.
I got 2 more stories, but one I think we'll save because one's a little bit longer. I'm gonna go to this one really quickly, and especially since we got our expert, our golf expert in the building right now. Marcus, I want you to just talk to us real quick about Scheffler and the Open this weekend and how you're feeling about where he's at right now.
He's incredible, man. That's all I really can say about the guy. Like, even though he's number 1 golfer right now, you don't pick him to win the Open. He don't win 2 majors this year. Like, you don't do that. And this guy is so nonchalant. He's so calm. He's so, and he just a great golfer. When you watch it, he'll bore you a little bit because he's so good and you expect him to do what he's doing. But the Saturday he comes, he goes for your throat. Like the first 2 days he's like around, he a little bit, maybe like that 6th and 7th place, and then that Saturday for some reason he just goes for the throat, and that Saturday he just jumped up to a 4-shot lead. And he was in 8th place the day before. So you don't even see him doing it. And I hate to compare him to Tiger because, Tiger, we watched Tiger, but I wasn't really into it. Tiger was great. But the thing about him is I won't say he's better than Tiger, but he has better competition. Tiger was beating people that was old. Tiger was a young guy, and this guy wasn't as good. But Scheffler is playing against guys that's like 15 deep that who can win any time, So his competition is good. And to me, the game, people said that he got better clubs and all that. But to me, he don't really. When you play golf, I just kind of noticed this too. When you play golf, your wedges and your players like this is old. You look at this stuff; it's not new. It's not nothing new. It's old stuff. Your driver might be a little new, your hybrids, but everything else you keep your same club. So you can't say that, but I just feel like the game is it's a little harder. How they technology and making all these hills and all this kind of stuff, and I just feel like he's one win now next year from a Grand Slam already. He's not even 30 years old yet, so it just he don't get no injuries. He don't swing the ball swing the club really hard to get hurt. So it's kind of scary to think about this guy. I think he's the type of player who can get the Grand Slam twice. That's how good he is. And that's how the pace he's going right now. And it's at the point where the guys fear him now. Like when he's on the day, they're like, dang, I gotta go get Scheffler now. You know what I'm saying? But when he's not playing, those guys are like, okay, I gotta try to win. So it's at the part that he's a great guy. He's a good guy. He's calm. He's just different for the game. Tiger was a little similar. Tiger was kind of like quiet. He didn't talk a lot like that. But he was a very aggressive guy. But this guy is not really aggressive like that. And it's like I say, when you watch golf is hard. And for this guy to win 2 majors back-to-back years, and he has one more for the Grand Slam, it is crazy, man. So I love it. He was my favorite golfer before he started doing all this kind of stuff. He's a big guy. He's a tall guy. He makes you want to play golf. Like when he won, I wanted to go out Monday just to play golf, man. So I just think I love it for the game, put it like that. So
for sure. I know Strizzy, you were jumped on him early as well. And we obviously been talking about him for the last 2 seasons. But what do you think real quick? And I got a few comments to throw in there too, but
yeah, man, I mean, it's funny. Every single thing that Marcus said just now, I literally said earlier today. I was talking to my coworker Chris, because we had to go to the office today, and I was saying the exact same thing. Like, he's just so calm and collected all the time. When he's winning majors, he shouldn't win. You know what I mean? Or not even just majors, just tournaments in general. It's like you look back and it's like, dang, he's in 8th place, and then next thing you know, he win it. He won the trophy up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's double bogeying twice in a row, and he's just like, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like his attitude, he never really loses composure. You know what I'm saying? And like, you love it. He just seems like a dude too that you would just love to go out and get a beer with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just watching him golf too. It's like he's so good. Like he's so incredibly good. And I forgot what the stat was, so I don't really want to like butcher it or whatever, but they were saying like him and Tiger are at right now are exactly 11
the majors.
Yeah.
So like 1197 days.
1197, yeah, days. Yeah, both of them in. And it's like exactly, and I think they're both like 2 majors in. Like it's something crazy, but like the stat is just it's so identical and crazy. Like you said, you compare him to Tiger and things of that nature. But so fun to watch. He is my guy. Even when I don't think he's going to win, I still put my money on him. You know what I'm saying? Like every time, like and he comes through for me way more than not. And I always pick him to win, and I always pick him to come in the top 3. And both of them are always plus money. So like he's a money maker, dog. Like if you don't know who to pick, put your money on Scotty. It's a safe bet. It's a very safe bet. But he's so good, dog. I love watching him.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of stats out there, and I definitely agree with all the adjectives y'all both throwing on him. I did find this one right here. Cumulative scored a par this year so far, 32 under, and the two majors compared to his peers right now. And it's just, that is the crazy dominance. And like you said, like it's the like he is getting in their head now, because he is so nonchalant, he is so even keeled. He even was, talking a couple weeks ago about like winning doesn't like validate me. Like that's not the biggest thing in my world. Like, being like being a good father, like being a family man, and all that. That's what's important to me. But at the same time, I'm still going to dominate.
But like the crazy thing about it, he said all that before he won. It was like after he won the Open. He said that before he won, and then he went out there and won. Like that's so crazy, though.
Yeah. And when you talk about like going into Saturday, like or going into Sunday, like when he already has that 4-stroke lead on Saturday, all night they're thinking like, I'm done. Like it's inevitable, like what are we gonna do? So I hate to say it like that because it's never really over till it's over. But Sunday was like a victory lap. He's like, I'm just gonna come out here and do my thing. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. I got the lead.
Like he was trying stuff. He was trying stuff he normally wouldn't do because he was so far up. And he like, oh shoot, I got double bogey. Let me get back on. And the next hole he gets a birdie. And it's like, okay, he back on.
He's like, I'm good.
So the way he plays, normally when guys play like that with a lead like that, they just fall down. Like, John Rahm has that big lead in your mind. You can't get tuned in. So to me, he kind of plays with himself to get himself to stay locked in. So it just. And to me, he's like Steph Curry in golf now because he's a regular looking dude. He's nothing crazy about him. And he makes you think, I could play golf too. This dude doing that. Let me go try golf. You know what I'm saying? So like Tiger was like a strong, like, I can't hit it like Tiger does. You know what I'm saying? But Scotty, he's like a normal guy you see at the lawn store, you know what I'm saying, getting some seeds or something like that for the grass. And he can play, you know what I'm saying? So he's just a normal guy. So like I say, he makes me feel like I could play golf too. So it's a cool guy, man.
I like that. All right, I'm gonna hit a couple comments before we drop off here, and we got some more stuff for y'all. But I appreciate you guys rocking with us every week. We'll be back for 309 next Tuesday. But Unc says golf is frustrating to play, very high highs and very depressing lows. And I would agree. And it's mostly the lows, but it's like that one shot in every 50 that you hit and you feel it, and you're like, everything happened right. that's what keeps you going when you're like, oh man, like I can actually do this. But it is a very extremely hard sport. Pop said, I want to get back into at least hit some drives at Top Golf. And that would be dope. Let's make it happen.
Nah, Pop, we not doing on Top Golf, Pop. We gonna get on the cart and we gonna get in this Arizona, this great weather when it's cool down a little bit, and we doing that. We not doing Top Golf. No, we gonna get out there and get you a couple of drinks if you want, 2 pops, get you a cigar or something. We gonna have a good time, man. Let's do that. We don't want to see no Top Golf. No, man.
Oh, we got to get you on the real links, Pop.
Especially for the price. If you want to just hit some balls, we can go somewhere way cheaper. Top Golf is
but we gonna get you out there, and you want to do 18 holes, Pop. When you want to get out there and hit a ball, you get out there, but you gonna keep the company. We gonna go out there and have a good time, man. Us four. Since I'm happy. I've seen that. Now I'm gonna put you to it now.
That's what's up. See, you got it.
October, we're gonna get out there. It's gonna be perfect weather. All 4 of us. We're gonna do our thing, man.
There we go. That'll be the vlog for sure. But
yes,
that's what's up. But good stuff there. We got some topics. Do your research on WNBA. We're gonna come back and talk about that next week as far as their all-star exhibit and what was going on with that and their negotiations right now. I definitely want to get into that, but we don't have time for all that this week. That's a lot to unpack. And we will continue to watch the NFL offseason as we march towards the Hall of Fame game, which is coming
31st.
Thursday.
31st.
Yes, next
Thursday, next week.
That's crazy. Yeah. So we're gonna be on that Lions at Chargers next Thursday. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. And then we'll continue to monitor the offseason NBA moves as well. But yes, appreciate you guys rocking with us each and every week. And until next time, it's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
Rest in peace to Michael Jamal Warner, man. We're gonna miss you, dude.
Yeah. For real. Rest in peace. Peace.
And you say them too.